Look, to be completely real with you, my mind is just kind of all over the place at the moment, and I just need some time to reflect. Let me close the door. You guys can kind of tell by the door being closed that I'm currently at home. I'm not driving outside. I mean, I could, but I feel like driving would kind of distract me from the point that I'm trying to get across. Currently, there's nobody in the Drivecast chat except for me, which I'm kind of glad about, because as much as, I'd love to have other people listen to this, listen in on this. To be real, I don't know if I'm gonna turn this into a Drivecast. I don't know if I'm not. This is probably gonna be even a lot less coherent than usual Drivecast, just because it's gonna kind of be like last time, where for 30 minutes I just talked about just being sick of everything, and ironically enough, I guess this is just kind of a follow-up of that episode from, what was that, I think season 2? I'm sick of life. Like, I don't want to die. Like, I've made that 100% clear. It's not like I'm trying to kill myself or anything, because, man, there's so many things to do in life. But it's just so hard to keep on living. And, I'm not the only one to be saying this. There's been plenty of people that's been hit hard by the pandemic. Just social distancing and having to stay at home at all times. Just the overall depression spike, the opioid crisis, the global social issues, the constant rioting, the looting, the political aggression, the confrontations, the drama. Everything just... I just wish it would all stop. I mean, obviously it's not going to. I mean, look, no matter how idealistic I can look things, it's just not gonna happen. And frankly, I kind of just feel like shit. Like, I don't know what I want to do with myself. I don't know what I want to do in life. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next year, or even tomorrow. I mean, besides going to my classes, of course, but what's the point of going to those? Why am I waking up in the morning? Why am I going to sleep every night? Literally, the only thing that's been constant in the last year or so has been eating, sleeping, playing Mario Kart. That's really been the only constant thing that's been in my life. I mean, I guess YouTube counts as well, but that falls under Mario Kart. No, that's besides the point. That I today found out that in my neighborhood, well, not my neighborhood, but the city right next to mine, which I've been to on multiple occasions. Like a small town. You have you have your town and the town right over. You're technically in the same region, but I'm rambling on again. You find out there was a school shooting there. And you think, oh, wait, I know this place. Wait, no, it can't be that. Ironically enough, the Kubler-Ross grieving stage, that whole meme with MatPat talking about the 5 stages of death, it's been memed to death, but genuinely though, at first I was in denial. I was thinking, oh, it can't be that school, because I know that school. I've been in that school for like orchestra concerts. I've met friends that went to that school, and I've been around that area before. No, it can't be that. And then, I mean, the anger would set in, if I had any anger at all. The only anger I ever get is over petty things nowadays, just because, what's the point of getting angry? And then the bargaining begins. I post something on my own Snapchat. Maybe it was for attention, for responses. Maybe it was just because I was tired of everything. Maybe it was just because I want to reach out. Maybe say that everything's going to be alright. If it almost sounds like I'm crying, I'm not. I don't know. Like, I feel my throat filling with something. I don't know what. This can't be pneumonia because it doesn't feel like pneumonia. I really hope it isn't, because that means I probably got COVID. Which is ironic because I took the shot like just a week ago. No, nobody on the server would know when I took the COVID booster shot. I took the booster shot. I mean, there was a, what is it? I think one of my previous Drivecasts talked about it. You guys can kind of tell this is all over the place in terms of timing, Season 3. Oh my god, But yeah, after the bargaining, I guess I'm at the depression point, but what's the difference? Everyone's feeling depressed over the pandemic. Who isn't? And genuinely though, like, I hate to act like a dick, but I don't want anyone's pity comments. If anything, I just want this to be a message. I mean, most of my core audience, considering statistics, analytics, just knowing the type of people that I would surround myself with, everybody probably knows that guns are kind of stupid. Considering that we're a bunch of children playing Mario Kart, you know, there's no reason why we would think that guns are cool, but other people do, and I'm not judging it, but people can get hurt. I mean, yes, people can get hurt playing Mario Kart as well. And yes, people can die if things go bad enough. But the one problem about owning a firearm is that under the wrong circumstances, bad things can happen. And look, if I'm going to be real with you, I probably shouldn't overreact this much. It's kind of just like a straw that broke the camel's back kind of moment. You know, everything's just been kind of building. And another tangent I'm just going to go on. I remember back in high school, when I used to, I guess, be a little more religious. That's a whole nother story. I remember learning a sermon about, what is it? Ooh, you need to be joyous, because God makes you joyous, aha, and everything else will not make you happy, but look, I'm not saying that's right. I'm totally not. And I'm not saying it's wrong either. Because there are people that will be joyous in doing those kind of things. I'm not one of them. But there will be. Good for them. That's the thing, though. Whatever makes you joyous becomes a part of your identity. What do you do if you have no identity? I go to work every this day and that day, from, 8 to whatever the heck in the morning. I wake up the next day absolutely knackered. God, I hate using British slang with an American accent. You wake up the next day absolutely knackered because you realize that you slept through way too many things and you feel like crap, and because of that you just shut down. I remember one time I missed my first class. I said, what the heck? I don't care. I played Mario Kart that entire day and just didn't bother. Never caught up to that class. Had to retake it the next semester. Look, the real reason this episode is called... Oh my god, am I dying? Oh my god, I see the light. No, the real reason this episode is called Guns, Germs, and Stealing My Soul. It's a reference to Guns, Germs, and Steel. Yes, it has nothing to do with that actual topic. It's just more of a pun. The guns, obviously, can kind of tell that... yes, there's multiple degrees of separation. But knowing that one of my friends has other friends that were impacted by this school shooting, like, it just feels wrong. Like, yes, you can connect every person in the world with 5 or 6 steps. Yes, that is technically a thing. Shut up. But at the same time, you never expect whatever big incident is happening to happen to you until it happens. I don't know if I've told this in the Drivecast yet, but about a street away from me, apparently someone died after being inducted into a frat. And sure, the frat got temporarily shut down, whatever. But just the fact that there was a dead guy on the street, not too far away, not the street, near a home, not too far away from where I live, that just feels wrong. I always thought, maybe there's going to be a TV show, or a music video, or a song, or anything that's going to show me what the purpose of life is. Maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe some magic rainbow or something. Maybe there's a reason to all this nonsense. I don't really need to talk about the germs part. Coronavirus can already fuck off. The new strain that's starting to spread around. I hate that new COVID strains are going to be popping out every now and then. But apparently we have to actually worry about it, unlike the flu. Stealing my soul. I mean, I've already talked about that. How soul-sucking life is. And yes, the point of... the best way to go through life is to go through it with someone else. There's always supposed to be someone you can lean on. And yes, I do have people I can lean on. But at the same time, I feel like I'm starting to cut myself away from the people I can lean on. Just because I'm self-destructive. For no reason. I need to talk to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, whichever one it is. Future me. By the time you upload this, if you haven't actually made even just an appointment, you don't even have to go. If you haven't made the appointment by then, I'm just gonna say this. After season 3 of the Chessbait Drivecast, you should quit YouTube. You should quit Mario Kart. Please. Please. For your and my sake. Okay, because this feels a bit obligatory after that entire tirade that I did to myself, I feel like I kind of have to address it. So, I cut about half of this Drivecast out just because a lot of it was just rambling, really weird topics and really weird, not conspiracy theories, but just tangents that I just could not understand. My mind wasn't at a good place during that school shooting that happened, and I just had a really low day that day, so I thought recording my thoughts would be helpful. I thought making it a Drivecast would be helpful, but turns out it wasn't. I still want you guys to hear this just because, you know, it's another one of those times where I just get really depressed and end up ranting for a long time, and sure, I have a lot of friends that I could talk to about it, but you know, considering how far I am in life right now, half of my friends are busy and the other half I cut ties with, burned a lot of bridges with. I'll get to that story eventually. There's a lot of stories here that from this Drivecast I could talk about, but I just don't necessarily want to get into. And in terms of the therapy part, I did see a therapist, I think, about a month after this was... Actually, no, it was about a week or two after this was recorded, but this was months back. I've kind of just moved on, kind of started doing my own thing, and I know a lot of the habits I still have are super unhealthy. A lot of what I try to do is unhealthy, but at this point, I'm just trying to enjoy myself as much as possible while I'm still on this ride that I'm somehow strapped in for, that I never asked or signed up for. But you know what? I'm not even going to try to complain. You know, that's just how life is. As Gen Z says, it is what it is, and you know, you just gotta learn to roll with the punches. It sucks. Life sucks. Everything sucks. But you know, what else is there that you can do? You know, you just gotta try your best, and if your best isn't good enough, then you gotta try just a bit harder, or at least try hard. You know, try hard enough to where you don't absolutely break yourself or lose yourself. Anyways, I'm just gonna let my past self do the outro. So yeah, future editing Chessbait out. This has been the Chessbait Drivecast. I'm your host. I've been your host, Chessbait, Cheesebait. Look, if you came here wanting me to talk about gun control, I'm not going to do it. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time for maybe something a little more lighthearted. I could make this a special, but that would be mean of me. It's just something I had to get off my chest. No driving, just speaking, pure thoughts. I'll see you guys next time.